Okay, good day. So, this video lecture talks about our topics under week 2. Okay, so we all know that the basic unit of matter is atom. Okay, atom is the basic unit of matter. Okay, and there are three subatomic particles of atom. We have your proton, which is positive charge. We also have your electron, that is negative, and neutron, that is uncharged. Okay, or neutrally charged. Wala siyang charge, neutral. Okay, so say for example, this is the atom, the nucleus. So your proton and neutron is located inside the nucleus. Okay, and outside the nucleus are your electron. So this whole drawing, or as you can see here, that is what we call the model of the atom. Okay. Next, let's talk about mass number and atomic number. So mass number and atomic number. So consider this symbol. So yung A dyan, okay, that is your mass number. At yung Z, that is your atomic number. Okay, atomic number. Ito naman ay tinatawag na chemical symbol. Okay, chemical symbol. So what is atomic number? Now take a look at your periodic table. Di ba ang periodic table natin, yung mga element ay naka-square at may number sa taas. Sabihin natin carbon. Ano yung number na nasa upper right part ni carbon? Check natin yung periodic table. Okay? Ito yung ating periodic table. As you can see, may mga number sa upper right ng mga element. Yan yung tinatawag na atomic number. Okay? At ang carbon, meron siyang 6. So, yan yung 6. Ibig sabihin, the atomic number of carbon is 6, which means meron siyang 6 na proton at 6 din na electron. Okay, so ibig sabihin, the atomic number is the basis for the number of proton and for the number of electron. So meron siyang 6 proton at 6 electron. Okay, plus is proton. So that is how we count or how we identify kung ilang proton at electron ng isang element. Okay? Now, how about mass number? Paano kunin ang mass number? So mass number, okay, is equal to proton, number of proton plus number of neutron. Yan naman ang formula para makuha yung mass number. Paano pag wala yung neutron? So neutron, in order for us to calculate neutron, we just subtract mass number and your proton. I-minus lang natin siya. Okay? So that's how we identify the mass number, the proton, and the electron, the atomic number of a particular element. So I hope you understand the formula. Okay, let's have an example. Let me just open the slide for this particular topic. Ito yung example. Okay. I-identify natin yung mga missing or yung naka-blank dyan. Let's start with this row. Okay? Meron tayong chemical symbol na CO. Ano yung element name na may CO? O, hanapin mo kung saan ang CO dito. So, our CO is, anong pangalan niya? Cobalt. Okay? Our CO is cobalt. So, sulat natin dyan, cobalt. Okay, cobalt. Ngayon, ano ang atomic number ni cobalt? Sabi natin, yung nasa upper right part ng element, yun ang kanyang atomic number. That is 27. O, ilagay natin dyan, 27. Okay. Now, how about the number of protons and the number of electrons? We've mentioned that kung ano yung atomic number, yun din yung bilang ng ating protons at electrons. So, since atomic number is 27, then 27, mayroon siyang 27 na proton, mayroon din siyang 27 na electron. Now, paano naman kunin si neutron? Okay, sabi natin, para makuha si neutron, Anong gagawin? I-minus natin si mass number at si proton. Okay, so ano ang mass number? Ang mass number ni cobalt ay 59. Okay? Minus its proton, that is 27. So, kapag i-deduct natin to, 59 minus 27 is 32. So, the answer here is 32. So, that is how you do it. Okay, so you can freely pause this video and try to answer the other two rows of this table. Now, let's talk about naming and writing ionic compounds. Let's talk about ionic compounds. Kapag sinabing ionic compounds, meron kang metal, isang metal, tsaka isang non-metal. Halimbawa, meron tayong NaCl or also known as sodium chloride. So, paano mo malaman kung metal at non-metal? Okay, balik tayo dito. So, nakikita mo itong ladder na to. Itong ladder na yan. Okay. Lahat ng meron dito, that is your metal. From the, yung left part, that is your metal. At yung mga nasa right part ng ladder na to, that is your non-metal. So, saan ang Na? Saan ang Na? Ito. Ibig sabihin, si Na ay metal. Saan naman si Cl? Nandito si Cl. So, ibig sabihin, Cl ay non-metal. Okay? Na natin ay metal. At Cl natin ay non-metal. Which means, sodium chloride is classified as ionic compounds. At the same time, yung metal, lagi silang positive. Your non-metal, they are always negative. And they are called, positive, they are called cations. At yung mga negative, they are called anions. Your metal, they are the donator of electrons or giver of electrons. And your non-metal, they are the one that accept electrons. Okay, so those are the difference. So how do we name ionic compounds? Okay, this is the rule. First, kapag metal, okay, its name doesn't change. Hindi magbabago yung name ng metal. How about non-metal? Okay, non-metal, magbabago siya. Papalitan natin ng IDE. Yung last 3 letters. Example is chlorine. Okay, yung INE palitan ng IDE. Kaya magiging chloride. Diba? The same with fluorine. Okay, fluorine. Palitan yung last 3 letters, magiging fluoride. So, ganyan kapag non-metal. So, let's have an example. Okay, itry natin si CaO. So, the first step is ilagay mo muna yung pangalan nila. Ano ang Ca sa periodic table? Ca ay calcium. Okay. Sino ang metal dyan? Si Ca. Ibig sabihin, hindi magbabago yung pangalan niya kasi metal. Pero pag non-metal, which is si O, oxygen, okay, magiging oxide. Okay? Kasi non-metal, magbabago yung pangalan niya. Ibig sabihin, that is the answer. The name for CaO is calcium oxide. Okay? Next example, we have SrCl2. Okay, how about SrCl2? Okay, Sr, saan ang Sr? Is metal. Ibig sabihin, hindi magbabago. Anong pangalan niya? Strontium. O, ilagay ang strontium. How about Cl? Your Cl is non-metal. Chlorine, magiging chloride. So that's the name for this chemical formula. So that's how you name it. Okay? Let me just remove this. Okay, paano naman kapag chemical formula yung binigay? Okay? Chemical formula yung binigay. Let me just take a snip of this. Okay, sabihin natin magnesium iodide. So, paano natin gawin itong chemical formula? O, ito ang first step. ilagay yung symbol ng magnesium. Ano ba ang symbol ng magnesium? Ayan, di ba? It's Mg. So, lagay Mg. How about iodide? That is iodine. No, ito, which is capital I. Oh. After that, ilagay mo yung charge nila. Yung charge na nakikita mo sa taas, yan yung mga charges. Okay? So, anong charge ni Mg? That is positive 2. How about your iodine or yung I? That is negative 1. Okay, negative. Kapag 1, huwag mo nang ilagay yung 1, yung sign niya na lang. So after that, i-criss-cross mo siya. Okay? Isulat mo na Mg. Di ba may 1 tayo dito? Yung 1 mapupunta kay Mg. Pero pag 1, huwag nang isulat yung 1 dito. Understood na may 1 na yan. And then isulat yung I. And then yung 2 na galing kay Mg, mapupunta kay I. So isulat dyan, 2. Huwag mo nang isulat yung sign na positive, only the number. Okay, so that's the answer, MgI2. So as easy as that. Okay, let's have another example. Okay, meron tayong lithium oxide. Lithium oxide. So ano ang lithium sa periodic table? That is Li. Okay, ano ang oxide? Oxygen, that is O. Ano ang lithium? Ano ang kanyang charge? That is positive 1. And your oxygen is negative 2. So, lagay mo na lang yung positive. Huwag isulat yung 1. That is the rule. Oxygen is 2. Negative 2. And we do crisscross. So, anong maisusulat ko? Li. Yung 2 magpunta kay Li. So, lagay dyan yung subscript na 2. And then oxygen, 1. Huwag na isulat yung 1. So, that's the chemical formula for lithium oxide. So, as easy as that. Okay? Next, let's talk about transition metal. Okay, transition metal. While you are listening, you should have a periodic table with you para makarelate ka. So, transition metals. Kapag sinabing transition metals, they have multiple charges. Okay, they have multiple charges. At saan ang mga transition metal dyan? Yung nasa gitna. Yan. As you can see, wala kang nakikitang charges na nasa taas kung paggaya dito. Kasi hindi lang nag-iisang charge nila. They have multiple charges. Okay? They have multiple charges. So how do we name for that? But before that, meron tayong rule dito. Okay? So, yung nakikita mong Roman numeral dito, that will be the charge na isasagot mo. Okay? Gaya ng iron. Meron kang nakikitang Roman numeral na 2. Ibig sabihin, ang charge ng iron ay positive 2. Yung copper, ang charge ng copper ay positive 2. Kasi Roman numeral niya ay 2. Your tin, that is positive 4. And your lead is positive 2. So yun ang basis mo. Yung Roman numeral ang magiging basis mo kung anong charge ang ilalagay mong sagot. Kasi they have multiple charge. But the Roman numeral will be the one to specify kung anong charge ang gagamitin. And as we all know that, all transition metals or metals, they are always positive. Okay? Kasi transition metal tong 4 na yan. Okay? Okay, pangalanin natin to. Iron 3 oxide. Gawin natin chemical formula. Okay? Example 1. So, ganito ang first step. Ilagay mo yung symbol nila, gaya kanina. Ano ang iron based sa periodic table mo? That is Fe. Okay, Fe. Ano ang oxygen? Oxide, that is O. Ngayon, ilagay mo yung kanilang charge. Ano ang charge ni iron? Di ba sabi natin kung anong Roman numeral, yun ang magiging charge niya. So that is positive 3. How about your oxygen? Your oxygen here is negative 2. Okay, negative 2. So ngayon, i-criss-cross mo lang yan. So, ano mangyayari? So, magiging Fe2O3. So, yan na yung sagot for this example. Okay? Next example, we have cobalt 3 sulfide. Cobalt 3 sulfide. Okay. O, ganun ulit. Ilagay mo yung symbol. Anong symbol ng cobalt? That is CO. Yung sulfide, sulfur, that is S. Anong charge ni cobalt? Yung Roman numeral niya, that is positive 3. How about the charge of sulfur? That is negative 2. Okay. So, we do criss-crossing. Anong mangyari? So, CO2, S3. As easy as that. That's the answer. Okay? So next naman ay baliktaran. Chemical formula ang ibigay, tapos name ang tawag dito, name ang ipro-provide natin. So let's have an example. Okay? MnCl3. Okay. Chemical formula gawing worded name. Gawin natin siyang worded name sa baliktaran. O ganitong step. Ano ang Mn sa periodic table? Your Mn is manganese. So isulat ang manganese. Okay, manganese. Cl is chloride, di ba? Chloride. Non-metal magiging, mapapalitan yung pangalan ng non-metal, di ba? Chlorine magiging chloride. How about its Roman numeral? Saan natin ilalagay? Always remember that transition metals always carry Roman numeral. Kung ano, ito yung first element natin, ito yung second element. Kung ano yung subscript ng second element, yun ang magiging Roman numeral ni manganese. So, ibig sabihin, this is 3. Okay, so that's the answer. So, that's the answer, as easy as that. Next is, we will talk about polyatomic ions. Okay, polyatomic ions. So, ano nga ba itong mga polyatomic ions? So, ito yung mga polyatomic ions. Let me just take a snip. Ayan. Ang mga polyatomic ions. So, nakikita mo na there are 2 or more elements. O, dalawa to. Ito, ilan to? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There are greater than 2 element, pero isa lang ang kanyang charge. O. Ito, 3 element to, pero isa lang ang charge niya, which is negative. So, those are polyatomic. Kasi as one sila, they behave as a single unit. As one sila yan. With only one charge. Okay, that is polyatomic ions. So, how do we name this? Example is strontium nitrate. Okay, so ano ang symbol ng strontium? Strontium ay Sr. So isulat dyan Sr. Nitrate, saan ang nitrate? Nitrate is actually a polyatomic ion. So hanapin ang nitrate, that is NO3. So NO3. Ano ang charge ni Sr? Anong charge ni Sr? That is positive 2. Ilagay ang positive 2. How about your nitrate? Anong charge ni nitrate? Oh, yung nasa taas, that is negative 1. Automatic may 1 yan. Negative. Pero wag nang ilagay yung 1. Next, crisscross mo lang ulit. Okay, so ano mangyayari? Sr, since 1 to, wag nang sulat yung 1, tapos NO3, paano natin ilagay yung 2? Maglagay, since as 1 ang nitrate, polyatomic ions siya, lagyan ng open and close parenthesis, tapos ilagay mo yung 2 sa baba. Okay, so that's the answer for that. And how about vice versa? Chemical formula ang ibigay, and then i-convert mo siya into worded name. Okay, let's have KMnO4. KMnO4. Okay, so ganito lang. Pagsamahin mo lang kung ano yung pangalan nila. So what is K? That is potassium. So ilagay dito, potassium. How about your MnO4? Your MnO4 is, hanapin ang MnO4, permanganate. So ilagay dito, permanganate. So that's the answer. Pagsamahin mo lang, potassium permanganate. So as easy as that. Okay? Now let's proceed to covalent compounds. Tapos na tayo sa ionic. Covalent compounds. Pag sinabing covalent compounds, they are both non-metals. Okay, example is CO2. Your carbon and oxygen, they are both non-metals. Okay? That's your carbon dioxide. At wala nang giver, wala nang acceptor of electron. Instead, they share their electrons to each other. Wala nang positive and negative. So how do we name how do we name this? So dito na papasok yung mga prefixes. Okay? Pag mono, isa. Pag di, dalawa. Pag tri, tatlo. Pag tetra, apat. And hanggang deca, that's 10. Okay, so how do we name that? How do we do that? Okay. I-try natin kay, first example, CO2. Okay. So, ilagay ang name ni C, that is carbon. Ano ang oxygen? Magiging oxide. At ilan oxygen? 2. At kapag 2, we will use your di. So, lagay dyan, di. So, that will be the answer. Carbon dioxide. Okay? Bakit hindi natin ginamitan ng mono? Kasi nag-isa din ng carbon. Di ba kapag isa, gamitin ng mono. Bakit hindi siya monocarbon dioxide? Okay? Because that is wrong. The rule here is, sorry. Ang rule kasi dito, huwag gagamit, do not use mono, okay, rule. Do not use mono for the first element. Only for the second element. Sa second element mo lang siya pwedeng gamitin. Pero pag sa first, hindi pwede. Example ay CO. Okay. Since tig-isa sila, huwag natin gamitin yung mono sa first element. So carbon lang siya. Pero sa pangalawang element, gagamitan natin siya ng mono. So magiging monoxide. Okay, oxygen, oxide, kaya monoxide. Huwag natin gamitan sa first. Okay, so that's the answer. Okay, another example is we have P4S10. P4S10. Ano ang P? That is phosphorus. At kapag 4, that is tetra. How about S? Magiging sulfide. Sulfur is sulfide. IDE, di ba? At kapag 10 ay deca. So, tetraphosphorus deca sulfide. Okay? Second example. How about vice versa? Pangalan yung binigay, tapos gawing chemical formula. Carbon, tetrabromide. Okay, carbon, that's C. Bromide is bromine. Ano ang bromine sa periodic table? That is Br. At ilang Br? Tetra, ibig sabihin 4. So, yan ang sagot. So, that's how you do for naming ionic and covalent compounds. That is the end of our week 2. Okay? You just access the PowerPoint dun sa Genio. There are different examples there. Madaming examples doon and exercises, and you can try it in your own. Goodbye!